Beads, a tiny round piece of elements with different shape, size, texture, and color, which when stringed together on a single thread turn into some precious and personal jewelries. The history of beads is as old as the human language.
Cha lang pa mi bi thì con nhau sao chứ mình lăng. Anh tôi giờ đúng rồi lăng là bằng lên cái cả chắc. Lạc sao càng hết.
It is valued and considered to have its importance in all religion and culture. Bead making is the oldest form of art. The art of beading has been practiced by many different cultures throughout the human history.
Một cho xã vạn hiện là tục lỡ khe gin chỉ vì tục ông ga mà người đến không một cốc bắp chỉ vì tục phải là cầm mông cả kham mà nhồi là là cũng non chim bu sư cho sao bây giờ chứ áo sắc của là cầm mông bà đình bà của giờ nóc không có bị đình trong rồi ông ngâm vâng tha khe gin tục đình khép tục chỉ ra ga mốc trong.
We see beads in markets, street, special occasions, church, temples, homes, and on human body in the form of necklace, bracelets, anklets, earrings, etc. Therefore, it is regarded as the symbol of beauty, womanhood, femininity, healing, spirituality, and also as a wealth of a woman in many societies across the world. Across the globe, there are thousands of indigenous nations and millions of tribes within, with own unique traditions, history, and culture. There are about 645 tribes in India. Among these tribes, Wancho is one of the tribal community based in Longding district of Arunachal Pradesh that has admirable story with beadworks and craft. Arunachal Pradesh is the land of 26 major tribes and 100 sub-tribes. Despite vast cultural differences, these tribes are equally skilled in bamboo and woodcraft. Wanchos are most popular for their colorful beadworks and fabrics. Beads have a historical connection with the Wancho community.
Beadwork by Wancho people is as old as its history is.
The bead stringing for a fine garland is an age-old custom of the Wanchos. Bead garlands are used by both men and women during festivals as decorative jewelries for their appearance. The thread that the ancestors used for bead stringing was made from wild plants after processing and spinning manually. Wancho's art of beading takes us back to the headhunting period.
When I talk of the past, bead was also regarded as a kind of armor.
In the past, there were wars fought among the communities, which we now know as the headhunting period. beads had a significant role at the time.
During headhunting days, ladies used to put on the huge bunch of beads around their neck, and that served as the armor because uh, during headhunting times, the enemy used to target on the neck, so it served as the protective guard. So
Tattoo was another artistic culture of the tribe. Tattooing of body parts was practiced by both men and women. According to the tradition, a man tattooed his chest, arms, and his entire face with the exception of certain regions around the eyes and lips to mark their adulthood and participation in wars. While the women adorned themselves with necklaces and bangles and tattooed their forelimbs and other parts of the body. The tattoo practice has been abandoned by the young generation due to greater influence of religion and modernization. The patterns of the tattoo are now seen on fabrics and beads.
bead has got its designs, its different designs. We can see here, here you can see the human design, and here we can also see the rhombus design, which is an age-old design of the Wancho people.
There are different categories of beads such as jignu, jigsa, kamkhoi, gonmik, jikhin, and many.
बीट्स वर्क जो है वाचो समाज में पहले से ही बीट्स वर्क और माला को जो है यूज करता है। वैसे इसमें कैटेगराइज है बीट जो है एक बड़ा बड़ा जो मतलब दाना वाला जो बीट होता है थोड़ा ब्राउन कलर का जो जिक्नू कहते हैं उसका बहुत वैल्यू होता है।
And whoever possesses that particular type of bead, zignu, that person used to be regarded as the wealthy person in the village.
Kamkhoi is considered to be the royal's bead.
उनका जो बीड है नीला रंग का जो माला का जो दाना है उसको यूज करता था केवल राजा लोग और रानी लोग।
The Wanchos are traditionally governed by a council of elderly chieftains known as Wangham and Wangsa. The king or the chief puts on the blue beads called kamkhoi on the upper calf muscles.
By Wangchas also, we can see these queens, they also put the same blue beads in their arm.
At contemporary, with evolution of culture, the present generation has developed new field of talent in modern art, bead making and designing, which has anticipated new hopes and opportunities for the socio-economic and socio-cultural growth of the community.
Our TFJ brand objective is to create a platform for unemployed youth and women who are really very good at art and crafts.
Beadwork was considered as women's business since past, and the same trend is still prevalent. The concept of bead making in the modern time has evolved with time.
After college, when I was working as an architect in a firm, alongside as a part-time job, I started it myself in a small room in Delhi.
Young women interested in art and business are largely engaged in fusion designing of bead items.
Idea came from creating something which represents our culture, and the inspiration always comes from the experience that I got from the place that I was born in, the people I was
The
surrounded.
bead making skill has been inherited from the ancestors.
I used to be always surrounded by beautiful weavers, and my mom herself is a very good weaver.
There are various kinds of beads for every occasions.
Bead making is a very old-fashioned, or it's a way to old culture that is known to all of us. We are very familiar with bead making.
The women folk is taking this art into bigger platforms and using it as a way of carrying the traditions and sharing it with the world.
To preserve, to keep this culture alive, And for its continuity, thus a thought gave birth to the introduction of TFJ.
फर्स्ट टाइम जब हम लोंगडिंग में आया था नया नया में, तो हम लोग को बेसिकली बीट का जो माला होता है उससे स्वागत किया था यहाँ पे। तो फर्स्ट इम्प्रेशन ऐसा था कि बहुत सुंदर है, कलरफुल है, बट इतना ध्यान नहीं दिया था कि ये इसमें पैटर्न वगैरह का बारे में। लेकिन जैसे जैसे यहाँ में थोड़ा दिन रहा है तो और भी लोगों ने कभी गिफ्ट दिया या किसी को पहनते हुए देखा फेस्टिवल्स वगैरह में। जब देखा तो पता चला कि इसमें बहुत ही इंट्रिकेट डिज़ाइंस होता है।
वांचो का जो सिंबल्स है उसमें बनाया जाता है, जैसे कि आदमी का सिंबल होता है। फिर दरवाज़ा पहले ज़माने में लॉक नहीं था तो दरवाज़ा को केवल क्रॉस मार्क करता था बेम्बू का जग स्टिक से। और फिर हम जो है ये बैठने का जो बनाता है, इस तरह से जो सिंबल्स है जो वांचो समाला में बनाता है, तो ये हमारे ट्रेडिशन को, हमारा जो आइडेंटिटी को मैंने दिखाता है।
The local entrepreneurs of this district, especially the girls and women, are enthusiastically engaging themselves in beads making as main part of their livelihood. Engagement by women folk in this profession also minimizes the unemployment problems of this district up to a certain extent. I extend my best wishes to all the women folk of this district for further progress of this industry.
इसका बहुत अच्छा प्रोडक्शन भी चल रहा है, तो हमको लगता है कि फ्यूचर में भी इसका बहुत ही आपका डिमांड रहेगा। एंड देन अभी जिस तरह से जो TFJ हो गया, एंड देन हमरा खंगम ज्वेलरीज वगैरह हो गया, एंड देन और भी है ऑर्गेनाइजेशन, अभी नाम पूरा नहीं बोल पा रहा है, तो बट उन लोग ने जिस तरह से इसको आगे लेके जा रहा है, तो ये फ्यूचर में एक एम्प्लॉयमेंट जनरेशन का भी जरिया बन सकता है, नॉट ओनली फ्रॉम द इकोनॉमिक पर्सपेक्टिव, लेकिन ये जो है हम लोग का रिसर्चर लोग के लिए भी एक स्टडी का इम्पोर्टेंट टॉपिक बन सकता है।
Kilo, madam di yung si.